have to excuse her. She's still very upset about losing her crystal.
We can call a plumber. They get everything out. Wedding rings, car keys. Heck, I had an aunt who lost her digits down there. They got them out.
And she wore them?
Well, obviously you cleaned them.
They could be blessed by the Pope. I wouldn't put them back in my mouth.
Unless you're into crystals, you wouldn't understand. Apparently, they have very special properties. They have to be washed in clear spring water. They have to be kept in direct sunlight. Cassie scrubs them every night with a soft, wet toothbrush. You never dry them off in a towel. They have to be padded in some sort of leathery cloth. They really are very delicate.
Oh, have you got them enrolled into a good school yet?
Come on, dear. If crystals work for her, if they give her a sense of comfort and pleasure, what's wrong with it?
You don't have to defend me, Ernie.
Crystals will be here millions of years after her planet is long gone.
Aren't the crystals be gone if the planet's gone?
Lenny, don't.
Listen, I don't know if this will help Ernie, but there's a huge crystal chandelier in the dining room. Should I mention it to her?
Thanks, Chris, but I don't think so. Best to leave her alone now.
You know, I'm not deaf. And I'm not deaf either. Ken may be deaf, but I can still hear. I can unscrew the toilet myself. I've done it before.
Honey, I don't think it's the time or the place to fix toilets.
Yes, perhaps another time. Another place.
Bleeding arm and all, Cookie. That was one hell of a meal. My hat's off to you.
Here, here.
Vermissima.
Oregano, oregano.
That oh my gosh.
Yes, the dog.
And the
Doesn't
pasta.
anybody?
Pasta.
Doesn't anybody?
Quiet! Quiet, everyone! What is it, Ken? What?
Doesn't anybody want to go upstairs and see if Charlie's still alive? I mean, it's been awfully quiet up there, hasn't it?
How would you know?
What?
My goodness, he's right. We've been all so busy explaining to each other what happened, we all forgot about Charlie.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
All right, I'll settle this now.
Wait. We're all in a precarious situation here. Not only Charlie's, but a lot of our lives depend on how we deal with this issue.
Meaning you?
Well, no. Me and Cassie were the last to arrive. We're hardly involved.
And Ernie and I were cooking the whole time. Nobody told us.
Well, then you wanted to call the police.
So what are you saying? That it's Ken's responsibility? That he takes the route?
I didn't say that.
Those are your
You
words.
said that. I didn't say that.
What we're saying is, when it boils down to it, Ken is the most likely option. That's all.
I can't believe this. Ken went deaf trying to protect Charlie and the rest of you guys here. And I'd expect a little bit more from his friends. What a bunch of wimps. Are you hearing any of this, Ken?
Well, answer her, Glenn. Are you?
What is it now?
I lost my earrings. My good earrings. My grandmother's earrings.
Oh, where did you lose him?
Right here. Right around here.
We'll find you, honey.
What do they look like?
Old, very old, with pearls and a little ruby. Guys, I'm sick about this. You have to help me.
Too old to get on around.
Hey, ooh, a penny.
What?
They're right here. I'm so sorry, guys. Is that what we're talking about?
Glenn, I'm a little worried about your wife. Do you think she's all right?
Oh, she's fine. She's just trying to think of some way to get back at me. She'll come up with something. Yup, she's got one.
I would like to apologize for the way I've been behaving tonight. Oh no, I've been really bad. See, the problem is I've had such a rough day. I'm not quite here tonight.
That's all right. Neither are Charlie and Myra.
Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. I can never think of anything funny. How do you do it?
I don't know. Perhaps you should get your
Why? Don't you need one?
Who's you trying to get back at, Glenn? You or me?
All right, Cassie, cut it out.
What are you talking about, sweetheart?
You know what I'm talking about. Push your hair back and sit on a chair.
I have no idea what he's talking about. Do you, Glenn?
Excuse me. I'm going up to get Charlie's gun.
Cassie, everyone here is your friend. Why don't you and I go out to the terrace and have a nice, quiet talk?
You do? And you have a back worse than mine. That's really incredible. I see what you're thinking. Because the same thing happened to Glenn and I at the Democratic Fundraising Committee. It was the strangest thing and the nicest woman. She was very attractive, very refined, and very sweet. And me being so insecure and silly, I just thought she was coming on to him. And then I see them walking to the dance floor, and their clothes is freshly laid wallpaper.
Okay, Cassie, I think we're going.
Oh, excuse me, I must have eaten too quickly.
That was the intercom kid, not you.
I'll get it. Hello? Charlie? Oh. Charlie.
Molly? Who's Molly?
Charlie! Charlie, not Molly! Yes, Charlie, we're all here. Glenn, Ken, Ernie, Cassie, Cookie, Claire, and...
Isn't it strange that all the women's names begin with a C?
That's right.
Yeah, except Myra.
Her middle name is Claire.
And all the men's names sound the same. Len, Glenn, Ken.
That's right.
Everyone except for Ernie and Charlie. Yeah, and Charlie starts with a C.
What is this, anagrams for Pete's sake? Let the man talk on the phone.
Yes, Charlie, it's completely understandable. Take your time. He needs more time to think.
More time to drink? Well, he shouldn't drink the Valium.
Think! Think! Not drink!
Ouch!
What's the matter?
My ears popped. They just opened up. My goodness. Sounds like a subway in here.
Incredible. But I think I'm having the first headache I've ever had in my life.
Ooh, guess what I just remembered? Ernie's last name is Kuzak. It starts with a C. You just remembered your husband's last name?
I can hear my own pulse. It's slightly up, but not too bad.
Can I take it, Ken?
Oh, I'm warning you, Cassie. You're gonna end up in the same place as your crystal.
Don't you threaten me, honey. I'll start naming names.
Oh, that's it. That's it. I can stay here, but you're going home in a taxi.
Oh, forget it. I'll walk.
Walk 22 miles. Cassie, will you wait? Oh, wait for me.
You know, I feel bad for her, because one day she's going to get old and die. Guys, guess what? Glenn went to Penn.
Oh, sit on it, will you, honey?
If I had you all in my group, I would never need another group again.
Quiet. I can hear them. Hear who? Glenn and Cassie. They're in the driveway. I swear I can hear them talking.
The man is a German shepherd.
I don't think it's your business to listen to them, Ken.
If he can hear him through walls, it's his business.
She's talking about a woman. She's very upset.
Wow, I'll say. She just kicked the car. Who wants a BMW?
Oh, crap.
I bet.
Guys, I got it.
I know what she's going to say. Len, Glenn, and Ken are all men.
No, it's Glenn. Glenn is the one that Myra's having the affair with.
You think so?
Think about it. Myra's been working on Glenn's campaign 2-3 nights a week. Late nights.
Of course. Charlie's not stupid. He puts two and two together, confronts Myra about it. Myra confesses. Charlie kicks her out, tells the servants to go home and tries to shoot his brains out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You don't know that. That's a very, very dangerous statement to make. Don't you agree with me, Lynn?
No,
Why not?
I don't want to.
All right, we have to bring this thing to a head. I'm gonna go up and get the real story from Charlie.
Wait, hold it. As far as Charlie's concerned, only Chris and I know about Charlie shooting himself in the ear. Am I right?
Right. When I was up there, he was covering his ear with a pillow.
So what you're saying is Charlie doesn't know we know anything.
Exactly. He doesn't know the rest of you know about the gunshots.
Okay, slower, slower. Talk like I'm a child.
My point is, I told him I wouldn't tell anybody.
Then you went ahead and told everybody.
No, I only told you and Lenny. Lenny told everybody.
But you were deaf and you didn't hear me tell everybody.
Then you told everybody after Len told everyone.
Oh, go fast again. It doesn't make any difference.
Well, my point is, as long as Charlie doesn't know the rest of us know about the gunshots,
Why tell him? I see what you're saying. We have to keep the subterfuge. As long as Charlie doesn't know we know the real story, we have to act like we don't know anything is going on.
I should be the one that goes up. I tell Charlie that everybody's down here, and he asks me, well, do they know about the gunshots?
You say no.
Well, I say no.
Something's wrong with Cassie. Whoops.
Whoops. What whoops?
She threw open the car.
I'd love to watch that.
Quiet down, will you? I can't hear myself think. Now, what was I saying?
You said I should be the first one to go up there and tell Charlie about everybody. And he'll be like, does everybody know? And then Ernie said, you said no. And then you said, we say no. And he says,
All right, all right.
I've got it. King goes upstairs and tells Charlie that he told us that he had a large benign wart removed from his ear this morning. But he's all right. And Myra's mother broke her hip and she took her to the hospital. The servant, thinking to help us, the party was off, went home and left the food. We came, we understood, we cooked, and the party went on. That's the story.
I wouldn't believe her mother broke her hip.
Why not?
Her mother died 6 years ago.
Then her father broke his hip.
Her father lives in California.
Does she have a relative that lives in the city?
well, she has a cousin, Florence.
Then Florence broke her hip.
But Florence is married. Why wouldn't her husband take her?
Then Myra broke her hip. The neighbors took her.
If she only had a wart, wouldn't Charlie have taken her? Can't you think of something else?
I did. I love the mother, the father, the cousin, the wart, and the hip. Nothing satisfies you people.
There's no logic to it. Nothing in that story is plausible.
The man doesn't need plausible. He's in a mental turmoil and emotional distress. Logic has been cracked to him right now. Excuse my language. Phone!
We know it's a phone, Ernie. We're all wealthy people here.
Just calm down, everybody. Just calm down. Hello? Yes, who is this? Hold on, please. It's a woman. Lynn.
So?
It sounds like Myra.
Well, who did she say she was when she called?
Just a friend.
Well, how did she say it?
Just a friend. How many ways did it say that?
I'll tell you how many. Honest, sincere, drunk.
Scared, guilty, lying, offhanded, deceitful, perplexed, ominous, anonymous.
This isn't Scrabble!
Let me talk to her.
She didn't ask for you.
She didn't ask for you either. I know Myra's voice. Let me talk to her. Hello? Oh, no, it's Glenn's friend Ken. Actually, you're Ken. I'm Glenn. Anyway. Oh, Ken went to get Glenn. I'm sorry. I don't think it's her.
Well, who is it?
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. Why would Meryl Streep call here?
Well, I didn't say it was, I did say it was Meryl Streep, but you know how she gets casted in a part and she sounds not like herself and she plays the part perfectly? That's how she sounds.
Like she's not Meryl Streep.
Now we're playing Trivial Pursuit. Okay, will you please get Glenn? Hello? Someone's getting Glenn. Hello? She hung up. She must have gotten suspicious.
Quiet. I hear something.
I'll bet it's the Concorde landing in London.
I bet it's Harry and Joe from Venezuela.
No, it's a car coming up the driveway.
Maybe it's Myra.
Who knows?
Maybe it's Charlie.
Oh, we got trouble. Oh, we got trouble.
What is it?
The police. It's the police car.
Okay, what did I say? I told you we should have called the police and the police would have happened. What happened? They're here.
Who could have called the police?
Maybe it was Charlie.
Maybe it was Myra.
Maybe it was Cassie. You were fighting with her. She used my phone in the car.
Not to call. She hit me with it.
She broke my phone. My new phone. And my new car.
Why would you let Cassie out there? She's in no condition to answer police questions.
She's in a good enough condition to smash my nose.
And you're running for state senate. I wouldn't let you run for Chinese food.
What is wrong with you people? I have a 6-year-old at home who behaves better than you do.
Fine. Then get him here and let him talk to the police.
Calm down, will you, Lynn? She's been doing her fair share. She's the one who called Dr. Dudley.
Everybody called Dr. Dudley. He's in the yellow pages. In China.
Maybe Dudley called the police.
Phone!
He's guessed it twice. Right. This genius is going to save our lives.
Hello? It's the same woman from before.
What's that woman?
Myra or Meryl Streep?
Meryl Streep?
You know how she sounds in the movies, like she's playing the part perfectly, but it's not really her like that.
Hello? Oh, hi, how are you? No, it's not a cold. It's a telephone injury.
We've got 2 police officers walking up the driveway. She's giving them a resume of the party.
Uh-oh, they're walking over here.
Oh, no, I tried talking to Cassie, but she's very upset.
Okay, they're gonna ask about the gunshots. What do we tell them about the gunshots?
Of course, I think you should talk to her, but I can't get her out of the car.
Oh, listen, above all, no false statements. Agreed?
Yes, to this thine true thine and self and thine heart. Are you kidding? They're at the door!
Listen, I can't talk right now. I'll call you back later. Are you at the 914 number?
Kill him! Somebody kill him! Choke him with the telephone wire.
Guys, I'm very serious about this, but I might lose my bladder.
Listen, I know you're good friends, and I thank you for all your wonderful support.
Oh, I know it. Let's leave the schmuck here for the cops and escape through the back door.
That's a good idea.
Listen, I can't talk anymore. I'll call you back later. I will. Goodbye. All right, what's going on?
Well, about 6 months ago, we got an invitation to this party.
Lenny, stop! Now, let's think. What are we going to do about this party?
We're all deaf people, and we meet here once a week, and that is why we did not hear the doorbell ring.
And that's why they call it Cookie.
Oh, guys, I got it. We were watching the Hitler program just as the cannons were bombing Berlin, and we didn't hear anything. That's a good idea.
There was no Hitler program! We made it all up to fool this jerk!
Hey, I've had just about enough of you, Clay.
Well, we've got to let them in.
Yeah, Cassie, open the door. Oh,
Claire, don't answer the door, please.
I can't, I'm in charge of the music.
The music, that's it.
What's it?
The music was on. We were dancing. Claire, put on the music.
Wait, before you put on the music, there's one last thing we have to do. One of us has to be Charlie, just in case.
When did you move to France?
You're right. Charlie's in no condition to tell them the real story.
Of course, no one's heard the real story.
Okay, but we have to be sure whatever story the police hear is the one that doesn't get us all in trouble.
I have never seen a sinking ship empty so fast.
I agree. Kate is absolutely right. What do you think I have to Charlie?
Again, I repeat, when did you move to France?
Well, let's face it. I never even heard the gunshots.
Bang, bang, you jerk!
Okay, we're all in this together, guys. So here's what we do. So each one of us puts out one finger or 2 fingers. If 3 guys are the same and 2 are different, if 3 guys are the same and 1 is different, that guy is Charlie.
Who made you Don Clarion?
Do you have a better idea?
Yeah, let the women wrestle for it.
Come on, okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. All the same. No good. Again. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Ah, Lenny.
What do you mean, aha, Lenny?
We all put out 2 fingers, and you had 1.
No, I put out 2. I had duck grease stuck on my fingers.
It was 1 finger, Lenny.
It was 2, I swear.
It was 1. 1 finger. I saw it.
And the man graduated from Johns Hopkins.
Go upstairs and don't come down unless we call you.
No, I'm anxious to come back as Charlie.
Okay, Claire, put on the music.
All right, kids, start the partner.
Somebody shut that damn thing off!
Pardon me, sir. But may I ask you what you're doing here?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bust the door open like that.
Then why did you ring the doorbell?
I did. 5 times.
Oh, we didn't hear you.
I guess the music was on so loud you guys didn't hear us.
That's right, the music.
That's why we didn't hear you.
That's why we didn't get any calls. Because of the music.
That was it. It was the music. It was on.
So loud! Now, sir, may
officer.
Oh, no, no, no. I don't live here. I live elsewhere. I live in here.
As do I, officer. Now, may I ask, why are you here?
Yeah, what's up?
What's the problem?
Did we do something wrong?
Okay, take it easy. Calm down. I just have a few questions. May I ask who the owner of this house is?
Well, we would be delighted to tell you, but I believe it's customary first for you to tell us why we are being questioned.
You're a lawyer, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Well, as a lawyer, you understand that you are not obligated to answer these questions. I was hoping somebody would be cooperative enough to tell me the owner's name.
Well, hey, Chris. Is Charlie home?
No, he went out to walk the dog.
Then he'll be back soon.
No. It's a Dachshund. It takes really small steps.
Okay, he's home, officer. He's back.
Well then, could I see Mr. Brock for a moment?
Well, it's not for time. As you can see, we're in the middle of celebrating a party.
Yes, I've noticed. What's the occasion?
The 10th wedding anniversary of Charlie and Myra Brock.
I wouldn't take too long. I just need a minute of his time.
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Brock is sleeping.
Sleeping.
Yes, he was feeling very depressed. He took a sleeping pill.
Well then, could I see Mrs. Brock?
Mrs. Brock is not here.
She's not.
That's why Mr. Brock was depressed.
Where is she?
She took her father to the hospital because he broke his hip.
During her anniversary party. Couldn't someone else take him to the hospital?
Her father broke his hip. Her father lives in California.
It's a story about warts, cousins, hips, and it's very complicated.
You, sir. There's something wrong with your eye.
Yes, I just put some eye drops in tonight. The cap fell off. Most of the bottle went in.
May I have your name?
My name?
Yes, sir.
You mean my name?
Yes, sir. Is there a problem with giving me your name?
I'm sorry. I just can't see you very well.
You don't have to see to talk, sir. The drop didn't go into your mouth, now did they?
I believe you're being unnecessarily abusive to these people, officer. So before we answer any more questions, we would still like to know why we are being questioned.
Very well, sir. Can you please tell me who owns the BMW outside?
My husband does.
And what's your husband's name?
You don't have to answer that, Clara.
Leonard Gans.
Is Mr. Gans here?
I object!
I ain't a judge. This ain't a court, and I don't have a gavel. I just want to know where the man is.
Well, we would tell you, but you still haven't told us why we are being questioned, officer.
I don't know why. Always have trouble in this neighborhood. Okay. At exactly 8:15 tonight, an auto accident occurred on the 12th and Danbury. A brand new red 2013 Porsche with New York license plate smashed into the side of a BMW four-door sedan. Now, we know it wasn't the BMW's fault because the Porsche was a stolen car. Stolen today at 8:15 right off the dealer's lot. The man and the Porsche got away. Now, do you know who the brand new Porsche belongs to?
How would I know?
It belonged to Deputy Mayor Charles M. Brock. Purchased today as a gift from his wife, Myra. A surprise wedding anniversary present.
Surprise hardly says it.
So you're here to investigate the car accidents.
That's right. Now, if Mr. Gans is here, I would like to speak with him. And if he's not here, the police station would like to know where he is.
Right. Do you think you could step outside just for one moment, officer?
Why?
Mrs. Gans is my client, and I'd like some time to consult with her for further questioning. It's within my rights.
1 minute. That's all you get.
Okay, we don't have much time. One of us has to be Lenny.
What are you talking about?
He doesn't even know about the gunshots. He just wants to ask Lenny about the car accident. But we can't let him see Lenny because Lenny is Charlie. We can't let him see Charlie because Charlie has a bullet hole in his ear.
Do you understand him in real life?
We don't actually speak that much.
Okay, come on. We have to choose again.
Leave me alone with this stupid game.
I know it's stupid, but we have to do it. We need a Lenny.
Oh, forget it. The girls will play for it. All right. The odd woman's husband is Lenny.
My husband is Lenny.
No, Lenny is Charlie. You're playing for Get Glenn. Get in the circle.
I don't know how to play this game.
Just stick out one or two fingers. We'll do the counting. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Cookies, stick out your fingers.
I don't want to lose my earrings again.
Just 1 or 2 fingers. Goodness. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ah!
It's me.
Sorry, Ken.
It's okay. I'm Lenny. Ernie, open up the door.
Well, glad to see you're not dancing again. Now, where is Mr. Leonard Gans?
He's right here in this room, officer. I am Leonard Gans.
You are.
Yes, I am.
How come it took you a whole minute to think of your name?
Never rush your answers. Harvard Law School.
Never trust a man who doesn't know if he's here or not. Police Academy. And you are?
I'm his wife. I mean, his wife's best friend. Her, Mrs. Gans.
Are you here alone, ma'am?
No, I'm here with my husband, Mr. Gorman.
And where is Mr. Gorman?
He must have left early.
Not much of a party, is it?
Oh, it's had its ups and downs.
Now, Mr. Gans, please tell us about the accident in full and complete detail.
Do you think you can step out again, officer?
I am not going anywhere! Okay? You know what? This is it. This is where I live until I get my answer. Even if my whole family has to move in here. What's that?
1047, Putney. Over. Got it. Red 2013 Porsche convertible found at 5th and Market, Tarrytown. Suspect apprehended. They said, call it the night.
Well, that ties that little bundle up now, doesn't it?
Oh, that's great. That's terrific. I'm so happy. Oh,
Oh, it's
Now, Mr. Gans, there'll be more questions for you tomorrow, but there's no need to take any more of your time tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Good night, folks.
Oh, good
You
night.
have a wonderful evening, officer.
I know I've seen you someplace before. What's your name again?
Glenn Cooper.
Were you ever on TV, Mr. Cooper?
As a matter of fact, yes. I'm running for state senate.
That's right. I saw you did that interview on PBS. Why were you afraid to give me your name earlier?
Oh, well, you know, when you're in politics, you don't want to get mixed up in these kinds of things.
Yes, but you weren't involved unless you had witnessed the accident. And did you?
Oh, no. My wife and I arrived late. We didn't even hear the gunshots. Oh.
What gunshots?
Oh.
I said, what gunshots?
I suppose the gunshots that were fired when they were chasing the stolen car.
That was 12 miles down in Tarrytown. You got 20/20 hearing, Mr. Cooper?
1047, Putney. Over. Neighbors reported 2 gunshots were reported around 9 p.m. on the inside of 1257 Peekskill Road. Investigators.
1257 Peekskill Road. Wow, we got ourselves a double header here, don't we? Anybody want to tell me about the gunshots?
Not really. No, musicals are so
Nobody heard them, I suppose. Who's the woman sitting outside in the BMW?
That's my wife, Cassie.
I'd like to have a little talk with Mrs. Cooper. Connie, get her in here.
God, boss.
Connie? With a C?
Looks like you all had a fine dinner here tonight. I'd like to speak with the help.
There is no help.
Then who did all this cooking?
Well, I did.
And what's your name?
Cookie.
I mean, your real name.
That is my real name. I have 2 sisters named Candy and Taffy. I swear!
Is that blood on your shirt, Lynn?
Oh, yes. I cut myself with a fork during dinner.
Is that blood on your shirt, Glenn?
Oh, yes, I must have rubbed against Glenn when we were dancing.
Lynn? Lynn, and Ken. That is really weird.
It's just a coincidence.
I guess it is. My name's Ben. Are you okay, Mrs. Cooper?
Yeah, fine. I won't press any charges. My lawyer will handle this.
It was an accident. She dropped the electric cigarette lighter in the car, and I tried to pull her out of the car.
And how did you get that nasty blow on your nose?
Oh, well, she was hanging up the car front in the dark, and I guess my nose was a little too low.
My. We have got a lot of cartoon humor in this case, don't we?
Oh! Ow!
Are you hurting too, ma'am?
No, just back spasms. I can do everything but sit down, stand, or walk.
And you didn't hear the gunshots either, I suppose.
No, I was dancing. And, dancing is good for my back.
And to think we were almost out the door at this one. Mrs. Gorman?
Is that me? Oh, yeah, that's me. Right. Mrs. Gordon.
And what do you do?
Nothing. Well, I mean, mostly I just serve the drinks, but
Your occupation!
Oh, nothing. I mean, not nothing. I'm a liar. I said I'm a lawyer. And I'm also a mother. I have 2 kids, 1 child, 1. I am very nervous.
You and everybody else, ma'am. Okay, I'm going to say something that's really not a part of my official occupation. But I don't believe a single thing I've been told here tonight. I believe there were gunshots. I believe someone, or everyone, is trying to cover something up. A man gets smashed in the nose. Another man stabs himself with a fork. Someone brand new W gets smashed in. The host takes a short-legged dog for a walk and then goes to sleep. The hostess takes her father to a hospital in California with a broken hip, and nobody hears 2 gunshots because everyone is dancing, including a woman named Cookie who can't stand or walk. You people have to deal with me. You understand? I'm a real cop. I'm not somebody named Elmer that your kids watch on the Disney Channel. Now, I want real answers. Intelligent answers. Believable answers. And answers that don't make me laugh. But first, I want to see Mr. Charlie Brock just find out what the hell is going on here, including the possibility of him having 2 bullet holes in his head. Now, I will give you 5 seconds to get him down here, or I will take 2 seconds to go upstairs and find him. Don't mess with me now. I am so close to promotion, I can smell it. And I'm not going to screw it up with this case. Do I start counting, or do I start climbing?
Oh, wait. Can you please wait? Please, just wait. Ernie, Ken, Lynn! I think it's time we call Charlie down, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, right.
Excuse me.
Hello, Charlie? There are 2 police officers waiting for you. Calm down, Charlie. Just put water on your eyes, you'll be fine. He thinks he's going blind. Why? Because you put 1 finger out, that's why. He's coming.
The truth is, officer, we were trying to protect Mr. Brock because he's a dear friend of ours. But we all know we're in jeopardy if we hold back the truth. There were 2 gunshots here tonight. I personally didn't hear them, but I share equal blame with those who did hear the gunshots and did not come forth with the information, despite the fact that I didn't hear them.
Stop helping so much, Glenn.
Nevertheless, Mr. Brock is willing to give us the full and complete story, the details of which none of us have heard yet, about his missing wife, Myra, about the missing help, and about the 2 gunshots, which I didn't hear.
Ow! Oh. Yes.
Who gives a crap?
Hi, Charlie.
Hey, Charlie. How you doing, Charlie?
I'm Officer Wilson, Mr. Brock, and this is Officer Cuddy. Please, have a seat. Connie, take us down. Now, Mr. Brock, please tell us from the beginning exactly what happened here tonight.
Does anyone want some limerick cards?
Yes, I thought it would be lovely.
Not now, ma'am. Go ahead, Mr. Brock.
Okay, the story. As it happened, As I'm telling it. All right, here it goes. At exactly 6 o'clock tonight, I came home from work. My wife, Myra, was upstairs getting dressed. I went into the kitchen, grabbed a bottle of champagne from the refrigerator, and headed up the stairs. Rosetta, the Spanish cook, and Ramona, her Spanish sister, and Romeo, her Spanish son, were upstairs in the kitchen getting an Italian dinner prepared and waiting for Myra to tell her what happened. As I climbed up the stairs, I thought to myself, today is my 10th wedding anniversary, and I still love my wife so much as the day I married her. And then I tapped on the door. Tap, tap, tap. She opens the door and I hand her a glass, and we make a toast. To the loveliest wife that a man could ever ask for in 10 wonderful years. And she proposes. To the loveliest husband that a loveliest wife could ever ask for in 10 wonderful years. We drink, we kiss, we toast again. And I toast to the loveliest skin on the loveliest body on the loveliest wife that's never aged in 10 wonderful years. And she toasts to the loveliest hands that ever did stroke this loveliest skin that has never aged in 10 wonderful years. We drink, we kiss, we toast. We drink, we kiss, and we... Well, it's now 7 and the bottle's completely gone and my wife is sloshed and I'm completely toasted. And then I smell something. The perfume I bought her last Christmas. I purposely bought it because it drives me wild. And I loved her in that moment with as much passion and love on the day we became newlyweds. I tell you this not with embarrassment, but with pride and joy that I still love my wife so much. Then it's 8 o'clock. It's completely dark outside, and we hear a knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock. This door opens and we find a strange young man holding a knife. Now remember, I've never seen Rosetta's son before, and I didn't know the knife was to cut salad. But I jumped up and I reached for the gun that I keep in my drawer, and I aimed my gun at him. Myra screams and pulls the gun back from my ear, and it goes off through my ear, and I'm bleeding, and then goes and her son runs down the stairs and tells her mother and sister, Mamacita, hombre upstairs, bang bang! The crazy homeboy shot at. Then Myra goes downstairs to make sure they don't leave in a huff, but they're already gone. And then she realized that I bled all over her dress, so she runs downstairs to get the cedar chest that she has her dress for the bonds for Israel she wore last year. Except she falls down the stairs and she passes out. Now I go downstairs looking for Myra, but I see the basement door was open, and I thought the stranger man had gone down and I was afraid he was going to come back. So I shut the door and I locked it, leaving Myra down, not knowing she was down. Then my ear's killing me because of the hole in it. So I go upstairs to take some aspirin, but the blood on my fingers gets in my eyes, and instead I take 4 Valium. And then I hear the first guest pull up. I want to tell him to go look for Myra, but suddenly I can't talk from the Valium. So I decide to write a note. Well, it looked like gibberish, and I was afraid they were going to mistake it for a suicide note. So I ripped it up and I flushed it down the toilet just as they opened the door and screamed, "What happened? What happened?" And before I could tell them what happened, I passed out. And that's the story. As sure as my name was Charlie Brock.
I buy it. I buy the whole thing. And do you know why I buy it? I buy it because I liked it. I didn't believe a gosh darn word of it, sure. But I liked it. I love my wife too, Mr. Brock. And that's why I want to get home early tonight. I'm sorry to disturb you folks.
No, it's
Oh, no,
fine.
it's all right. You're just making
Just doing the job.
Mr. Brock, you take care of that ear. And happy anniversary.
Well, have a good night upstairs. Bye. Did you get to the royal sis? Night.
Where in the whole wide world did you get the guts to tell a story like that?
I made it up. I know you made it up. But when? As I was telling it, word by word, sentence by sentence. I don't know where the hell I was going with it, but I kept going.
Hello? It's Charlie. Are you ready for us to come upstairs and hear the real story? Alright. He's ready for us the real story.
Well, before we go, let's make a toast to Lenny.
Just when I was getting bored with our marriage.
To Lenny!
Lenny! You know, I have an interesting question. What? What did actually happen? Let's go see.
Yeah, come on, let's find out.
I hope his story is shorter than Lenny's.
Can I come back and look for my crystal?
I'll buy you 1,000 crystals, Angel.
I have been waiting all night to hear this story.
I'm so excited. Open up! Open the door!
Who is it?
It's Myra!
Okay, at this time, I just want the audience to give a wonderful round of applause to Mr. Albert Conrad for helping us with this wonderful show, sticking with us all week long, dealing with teenage issues with us like bad attitudes, not motivated to come to the show, even though we're excited about it. Yes.
Right?
So we just want to thank him and thank him for everything he does for us. Give him a round of applause.
You already named any hit.
Conrad? Conrad. It's okay.
Well, we'd like to thank the tech team up there. Well, thank y'all and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.